Do you ever wonder where your local foods in Calgary come from? Today, we are here with Lizzie from SouperSpudz to talk about where she gets her potatoes. Thank you for letting us visit your truck today. We'd like to start off with talking about why you started the food truck.
We launched the food truck just over a year ago, just before COVID hit. And the team is basically my daughter Chloe and myself. The idea for the food truck actually came from my husband, who wanted to recreate something that he loved to have in England, and that was baked potatoes with lots of different toppings. Sadly, he died, and we hadn't actually got the business up and running at that point. So we decided that we would honour his memory by making SouperSpudz work, and so here we are with our lovely colourful truck full of really healthy food. And of course it's a really healthy and very sustainable crop, and here in Alberta they're very plentiful, and if you look in the right places they're absolutely amazing.
Can you talk about how every potato you sell donates to the Centre for Suicide Prevention?
Yes, of course. Well, the Centre for Suicide Prevention is very close to our hearts, partly because of the way my husband died. So we wanted to be able to put something back. I wanted something to be meaningful to us. And I felt that rather than just be a food truck that sold food to people, I wanted to actually feel like we were contributing something to the community. We give a small percentage to the Centre for Suicide Prevention, which is an incredible organisation. And in the case of our soups, we actually put a small percentage of that towards a charity for women and children at risk. So it's just nice to feel that it's not all about us putting food on our table, but it's also a little bit of being able to give back, and so we feel that we're doing something positive for other people.
Where do you get your potatoes from?
I'm very proud to say I get my potatoes from Poplar Bluff Farm, just outside Strathmore. I have to tell you that the relationship that I have with these people is incredible. They are just the nicest bunch and so knowledgeable. I just immediately felt that I had found the perfect place to get my key product from. And every time I serve a baked potato out of the window of this food truck, I do it with such pride and pleasure, because I know that they are getting a product that has been grown with so much care and attention. And of course it's all organic, and I love the fact that we are putting money back into the local community, and that we're also keeping our carbon footprint as small as we possibly can.
We are here at Poplar Bluff Organics. We are here with Rosemary, and she's going to tell us all about how she grows potatoes. So Rosemary, thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure.
How long have you been farming?
More than 35 years.
And what got you into farming potatoes?
I'm getting older, so I'm looking for something that we can mechanize, and so, okay, it's a natural to go into potatoes.
And the aromatherapy that you use for the potatoes, could you tell us a bit about that?
Potatoes have a storage life, and then they start sprouting. It depends if they're long or short dormancy. And through emailing with the Potato Gene Bank in Chile, one of the librarians there, she said, well, the natives would dig a pit to store potatoes, and they'd line it with a stachys leaf, which is in the mint family. And so when I researched, it was mint, caraway, dill, and to some degree cloves all contain S-carvone, and it's a natural inhibitor of cell division. And so we vaporize it into the air, and it keeps the potatoes asleep.
Yeah, that's very fascinating. I have never heard anything like that before. Sounds pretty unique. What kind of potatoes do you supply to SouperSpudz?
Liz's favorite is Agria. And it is a really nice potato that came out of, I think, Germany in '85. They love their yellows. They have a color scale that goes from 1 to 8. Agria is an 8. And it was actually bred for a French fry there, and flavor is untouchable. Agria is our hands-down choice if we're going to do a roast or a bake.
Well, that sounds amazing, and I am just very excited to eat some potatoes now. Thank you so much, Rosemary, for allowing us onto your farm today, and I'm excited to try some of your potatoes.